Did you know that male dogs have completely unique ways of showing love to their owners? And the most interesting part? Some of these behaviors might seem strange to us, but they make perfect sense in the canine world. In today's video, you'll discover 7 surprising and exclusive ways male dogs express their love for you. And number 3 might completely change the way you see your dog. 1. Specific scent. Marking. Male dogs use scent marking as a primitive yet highly effective form of communication. Unlike female dogs, who tend to mark less frequently and in a more subtle way, males often urinate in strategic locations to send messages to other dogs and even to the humans around them. When your dog marks areas close to you, it could be his way of showing that he considers you part of his territory and wants to reinforce that bond. This behavior isn't just instinctive, it's also a way of expressing affection and connection. Besides urine, dogs have scent glands located in their paws and snouts, which release specific chemicals when they rub against someone or repeatedly step on a surface. If your dog tends to rub his face or paws on you, he's essentially signing his presence. In the canine world, scent is one of the most important ways to strengthen bonds and establish a sense of belonging. An interesting detail is that the intensity of marking may vary depending on the environment and their social interactions. If your male dog lives in a home with other animals, he may increase the frequency of marking to ensure his scent remains dominant. In places where he feels more secure, like inside the house or in familiar environments, his marking may be more subtle, such as simply rubbing his body against furniture or lying down in the same spot repeatedly. Another curious sign of this kind of love display is when your dog urinates and then looks at you immediately after. This gesture can be interpreted as a request for validation, showing that he acknowledges your presence and wants to strengthen your bond. Some dogs even start marking more often if they feel that another animal or person is getting more attention than them, further reinforcing the emotional attachment and possessiveness they have toward their owners. Now tell me, have you ever noticed your dog marking territory near you? Does he have the habit of rubbing his paws or snout on you? Leave a comment and let us know how he shows this behavior. 2. Protection in unexpected situations. Male dogs tend to develop a stronger protective instinct toward their owners, especially in situations they perceive as unpredictable or potentially threatening. This is partly due to hormonal factors like testosterone, which increases their vigilance and predisposition to act when they sense possible danger. This behavior can manifest in various ways, from a subtle change in posture to a more active response, such as barking or even positioning themselves between you and a stranger. This instinct can be triggered even in unexpected moments, like when you're asleep or distracted. Many owners report that their dogs remain on alert beside the bed at night or react immediately to strange noises in the house. This behavior reflects the strong bond your dog has formed with you and his natural need to ensure your safety. In some cases, even a slight change in your body language can make your dog adopt a more protective stance. It's important to note that this protective instinct doesn't always manifest as aggression. Some dogs take a more subtle approach, simply maintaining vigilance and closely observing any movement around them. Others may show more obvious signs, like directed barking, low growls, or physically positioning themselves in front of you. Each dog expresses this instinct differently, depending on their personality and living environment. Another fascinating aspect is that this protective behavior can be selective, meaning your dog may react more strongly to certain people or specific situations. This happens because dogs are highly skilled at interpreting subtle cues in human behavior and their surroundings, which can activate their protective response. For example, if a stranger approaches you suddenly, your dog may become tense and more alert. However, if he senses that you are comfortable with the person, he may relax. Now tell me, have you ever noticed your dog acting this way around you? Has he ever been on alert or positioned himself to protect you in a situation? Share your experience in the comments. 3. More intense and physical play. Male dogs tend to show affection in a more energetic and physical way compared to females. While some female dogs prefer to express love more subtly, males often use intense play as a way to reinforce their bond with their owners. They might jump on you, nudge you with their snout, repeatedly bring toys, or even initiate playful chase games. For them, this physical interaction is a clear way to demonstrate love and strengthen their emotional connection. This behavior has roots in the nature of wild canines. Male wolf pups, for example, spend a large part of their time play fighting and competing for objects. This practice not only prepares them for adulthood, but also helps establish strong social bonds within the pack. Domesticated dogs have inherited this tendency, using physical play not just for fun, but also as a sign of trust and affection toward their owners. Moreover, science has proven that these playful interactions release oxytocin, the love hormone, in both the dog and the human involved. Studies show that dogs who frequently engage in physical play with their owners have higher levels of oxytocin, reinforcing their emotional connection. So, if your dog pushes you, brings toys, or insists on playing intensely, he's simply expressing affection in a natural and instinctive way. Interestingly, some male dogs even develop unique play styles for specific people. You might notice that your dog acts differently when he's with you, showing more playful and energetic behaviors compared to when he interacts with others. This is a strong indication that he sees you as special and wants to grab your attention in his own unique way. What about your dog? Is he playful with you? Have you noticed any specific behaviors that he only shows when interacting with you? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your experiences. Fourth, submissive posture. Toward you, male dogs have several ways of demonstrating love and respect for their owners, and one of the most subtle yet powerful signs is adopting submissive postures. This behavior can be interpreted in different ways, but in general, it means that your dog fully trusts you and recognizes your importance in the relationship. One of the most common signs is lying on his back with his belly up, allowing you to touch his most vulnerable area, a gesture of complete surrender and security. Another very common behavior in male dogs is excessive licking. When a dog licks your face, hands, or even your feet, he's not just showing affection, he's also reinforcing his role as a loyal companion. This behavior originates from puppyhood, as young dogs lick their mother's mouth to show respect and ask for food. In adult dogs, this habit evolves into a sign of submission and love. Additionally, many dogs lower their body slightly or even avert their gaze when receiving commands from their owners. This gesture is a clear sign of respect, showing that they recognize your leadership and want to avoid any conflict. Unlike what some people may think, this is not a sign of fear. It's a natural form of social communication between dogs and humans. A dog that displays this behavior is showing that he trusts you and accepts your role in the family hierarchy. Some male dogs may also show submissiveness through subtle body movements, such as folding their ears back, lowering their head, or approaching cautiously. These signals help reinforce their bond with you and ensure a harmonious interaction. Interestingly, this behavior can vary depending on the dog's mood and the situation he's in. What about your dog? Does he often roll onto his back or lick you frequently? Have you noticed these submissive gestures as a sign of affection? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to know how he expresses his love for you. 5. Refusal to leave your side. One of the most striking ways a male dog shows love for his owner is through his constant need for proximity. If your dog follows you around the house, lies next to you whenever possible, or even insists on entering rooms where you are, he's demonstrating a deep emotional attachment. This behavior directly reflects the strong bond he has formed with you and can be compared to the way puppies follow their mothers for security and comfort. This instinct is rooted in canine evolution. In wild packs, members stay close together to ensure mutual protection and reinforce their social bonds. In a domestic setting, your dog sees you as part of his pack, which is why he always wants to be near you. This behavior is often more noticeable in male dogs, as they tend to form stronger and more direct attachments to their primary humans, whereas females often divide their attention more evenly. Another factor influencing this behavior is the release of oxytocin, known as the love hormone. When your dog is close to you, both of your bodies release this substance, further strengthening the feelings of safety and happiness. This is one reason why he might show anxiety when left alone, or try to get close to you even when you're busy. He simply feels good in your presence. Additionally, this clingy behavior can manifest in different ways, such as sleeping beside you, waiting outside the bathroom, or always positioning himself near you on the couch. In some cases, male dogs may even block the door when you try to leave as a way to prevent separation, highlighting just how deep their emotional bond with you is. And what about your dog? Does he follow you everywhere? Does he get restless when you leave the house? Tell me in the comments how he shows his unconditional love for you. 6. Unique vocalizations. Male dogs don't just communicate through body language and gestures. They also use specific sounds to express affection and strengthen their bond with their owners. Unlike regular barks of alert or excitement, some dogs develop a special language just for interacting with their favorite humans. These sounds can include soft grumbles, gentle whines, and even small howls, usually used to get your attention or express happiness when you come home. This behavior is very similar to how wolves communicate in packs. Studies show that pack members use different types of vocalizations to reinforce social bonds and communicate more personally with specific individuals. So, when a male dog uses a unique sound to interact with you, it means he sees you as part of his pack and wants to create a special dialogue between the two of you. Many owners report that their male dogs make distinct sounds when they want affection or when they're seeking close interaction. For example, some dogs let out a small sigh when they lie down next to their owners, a sign of relaxation and contentment. Others may make conversation-like noises, almost as if they are responding to your words. These sounds are their way of saying, "I trust you," and reinforcing their bond with you. Additionally, male dogs can adjust their vocalizations based on their owner's reactions. If a certain sound makes you give him attention, your dog may repeat it whenever he wants affection or interaction. Over time, this learned behavior becomes an important part of your emotional communication. It's a type of dialogue that develops naturally and is often unique to each dog-owner relationship. What about your dog? Does he have a special vocalization just for you? Have you noticed that he responds when you talk to him? Let me know in the comments. What's the funniest or most unique sound he's ever made to show affection? 7. Surprise gifts. If your dog has ever brought you a toy, a piece of fabric, or even an unexpected object, know that this is one of the purest ways he can show love. Male dogs often express affection by sharing items they consider valuable. This behavior is rooted in their wolf ancestors, who would bring food and objects to pack members as a way to strengthen social bonds and ensure the survival of the group. You might notice this behavior in different situations. Some dogs bring their favorite toys to their owners as an invitation to play and spend time together. Others may search for objects around the house and present them as symbolic gifts, even if it's something seemingly useless to us, like a stick or a piece of paper. What matters to them isn't the object itself, but the act of sharing something important with you. Additionally, this behavior can also be linked to their instinct to provide care and protection. In the wild, male wolves often bring food to pups or more vulnerable members of the pack. In a domestic setting, this instinct translates into symbolic gifts for their owners, a way of saying that they care about you and want to ensure you have something valuable within reach. Another interesting curiosity is that some dogs may even expect a specific reaction from their owner after giving a gift. If you praise or play with them every time they bring you an object, this behavior may become more frequent as they associate the act of gifting with a positive bonding moment between you two. In this way, your dog isn't just expressing affection, he's also trying to strengthen the connection and get your attention. Now that you know these incredible ways male dogs show love, tell me in the comments, which of these behaviors does your dog have? Or does he have another special way of showing affection? Oh, and before you go, make sure to check out the video on the screen. It has even more fascinating insights into dog behavior. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content about the world of dogs. See you in the next video. Until then.